Kann man was drauf? Ton noch. Achso, ja, Audio genau. Also das mag brauchst du nicht. Nee, lieber das andere.
Das war die einzige mit allem dran, ne? Nein. Nein.
Die Musik auf dem Stream ist ultra leise.
Ja, den machen wir gleich lauter.
Ja, das wäre gut.
Genau. Jetzt andersrum, oder? Andersrum. Ja.
Wo ist das Mikrofon?
Kann also, Mikrofon.
Ist da was mit unserem Bobbe?
Das bringt wieder. Das ist noch bei mir im Studio.
Okay, weil es sieht scheiße aus. Okay, ich bin dann jetzt nicht bei dir, Paul. Du kriegst das aber hin. Ne? Ich habe volles Vertrauen in dich. Du schaffst das. Mach dir auch Monitor und so, weil wie gesagt, die Musik ist heftig leise. No. Okay. Yeah, you just... Ihr könnt dann auch in der Arena die Musik ein bisschen hören. Hey, wenn du willst, kannst du ruhig noch.
It's been months since the announcement, it's been a week since the qualifiers. We had a little bit of a delay here today as well, but now it's time. Hello Dortmund, RARALAND 2023, everybody. Ooh, it's been way too long since we've seen each other here in person, also on the Twitch chat right there. We got 100 people playing tournaments right there. We got a $10,000 tournament called the Being Esports World Series. We got more than 300 viewers here as well. I don't know. Are the viewers loud enough yet? Impressive! Very impressive. The Warcraft community is not very used to cheering in person, but that was just the beginning, everybody. We're at the base stack in the city center of Dortmund, and we got people from all over the world. Of course, a couple of people want some qualifiers here. Do we have any Lawlight fans in the house? There we go. Is anyone a fan of a certain orc player called Focus? And has anybody heard of a player called Moon? Hell yeah, the GOAT has arrived at RARALAND. Of course, we got some European players, we got an American player there as well, and lots of players are currently trying to qualify. The open bracket is about to conclude, and in just a few minutes we have the first match here as well. Two participants of last year's World Series meeting each other in the last round of the open bracket. It's going to be Scars versus Trunks in just a bit, but we thought we'd give you guys a little impression of the venue, of the base stack, and we make a little tour here, talk to some people, see who's there, and see what we can expect here today. We're going to have the decision of the open bracket, who joins the players from the online qualifiers here from the offline tournament. We're going to have 16 players in the World Series this time instead of 12, so we raised it up a little bit. Everything's getting a bit bigger. And tomorrow we got the group stage. On Sunday we got the big coronation, because obviously we need a new champion or a retaining champion in Happy. And now I'm going to show you around. This is the arena, you see it? Lots of wonderful people out there. And now join me on a little tour through base stack. I need a new microphone. That's part of the show. Part of the show. We couldn't do all of this without sponsors. Of course, we got your support from buying the tickets, etc. But one wonderful company stepped up and said, "You guys play Warcraft still in front of people? That's amazing!" These guys are called Kuchenmeister, and you might know them from their koalas. And they are represented here with their patented Hit the Koala Challenge. Everyone on site can play the Hit the Koala Challenge. The first one is going to be here at 6 p.m. All you got to do is to throw a couple of koalas into a partner's mouth, and then you score points, and whoever has the most points gets the W. And I have some people here that some of you might be familiar with. Who are you, sir?
Hello, Mr. Neo. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Remo Etienne, and I am very hyped for this tournament start. And even we will have the opportunity to enter into the challenge, into the competition.
There we go. First competition of the day. And sir, you seem to be a familiar face as well. What's your name again?
Hey, guys, I'm Rick Badu. How's it going, guys? It's good to see you guys. Good to be back. And first time in Germany. I'm a Canadian boy, but first time in Europe, and I'm really enjoying myself today.
All right. We got Remo and Bidu. And of course, we couldn't do RARALAND with the host of last year, famous Melee player, famous rapper, Dennis, man. Glad to have you back.
Nice to meet you, Dennis. Nice to have you back here. Dennis, Young Ulrich, Mr. Love, Jenny Prenzelberg, Little Prenzel Boys on Spotify. And I don't think we're going to need a cleaning lady here after this, because we are going to hit all our shots. That's what I'm going to say.
You have a teammate that made a big impact at RARALAND 2022. The legend himself, Mr. Stars and Stripes, is back all the way from the US of A. How you doing, man?
Thank you, Neil. I'm glad to be here. Came all the way from New York City, Queens, and I'm hyped, baby. Hype! Hype!
All right, dude. And actually behaving this time. That's quite nice. So
we're all very excited. Just a little clarification, correction. It's Dennis and I in a team together because It's EU versus NA, baby.
Oh my God. I heard that NA #1. Is that true?
NA #1, sometimes NA lol. We'll see.
NA lol, I think it is. So, rules of the competition for Hit the Koala is you got 10 shots. Who scores the most points wins it, gets a goodie bag. Who's your favorite, good sir? Can you point at one of the teams? Do you think these guys will win?
Come on, dude. Come on.
Do you think these guys will win?
Come on.
You will win. Okay, you don't have a teammate, but we'll work on that. All right, we're gonna do one team after the next. Is that correct? You guys are gonna start? All right, Mr. Remo Demo, how good are you at that?
Pressure's on.
I hope I can count to 10. Number 1. Oh, failure right away. 0. Staying at oh, the throws are good, but what about the catching, Dennis? Oh!
Why do I have teeth?
0. 0 out of 3, really. Is that your performance going to be for the rest of the weekend? Okay. Yeah, it's time, dude. There we go. Number 1. 1 out of 4. You got 6 left. Oh, stays at 1. Okay, you switch now? Yeah, that was an absolute disaster.
Wasn't great.
Wasn't great at all. That's easy to beat. Come on, guys. You go first. All right.
Ready?
Mr. Bidu.
We got this.
You got this?
We got
You
this.
think
Ready?
so?
You ready? This is exactly the way we drew it up. Ready?
Ooh, easy. In style.
Enjoy it. That's a delicious.
How is it?
Amazing.
There we go.
You enjoy that. Here's another one.
1 out of 1.
Go, baby.
Number 2. 2 out of 2.
Let that succulate. How's the chocolate milk? It's great, eh?
Here we go. Number 3. Make it 3 out of 3. My God. SNS, absolute carry of this game so far.
See eye contact. We got chemistry.
Come on, baby.
We got chemistry here.
Number 4. Feels like EU. Okay, first failure.
That was me. That was me.
One more from Bidu. There it is. 4.
With the bottom of the net.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what
Okay, time to catch up, EU. Make me proud. You gotta kick these guys.
All right, come back.
It's time. Whoa! Sick reactions by Mr. Remo Demo. Who knew that he could be that fast? Oh, horrible throw, I gotta say. Disgusting performance so far. Oh!
He's
Dude,
flexible.
Remo is saving this. Oh!
I have one more.
You got one more.
Is your mouth all cleaned up?
All clean up. Remo's a good, clean boy. Oh! Fell off the tip of your tongue, Mr. Remo Demo. All you gotta do, boys. All you gotta do, boys, is a hit 1.
Open wide, baby.
With the drink in hand, go get it.
And there it is! It's the win for NA. You wanna go for the high score as well? You wanna go for the high score?
Open wide, baby.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, let's go.
2 out of 2. 6 in total. EU being trampled on.
Dude, these are good.
What do you say? Oh, sorry.
Oh, baby.
With distraction.
All right, just go lows. Ready?
Back at really.
Yeah.
Oh! One more. Oh!
That's it, baby.
Easy win for NA. It's NA number 1.
Number 1, baby.
I hope that's not foreshadowing of the tournament. Hey, wait. You won something, guys. Come on.
Oh, nice.
My partner has gifts for you. SNS, boys, you get prizes, boys. 2 goodie bags from Kuchenmeister, from Koala, for you. Take a picture, that's right.
Hell yeah, boys.
And everyone on site, you should also take pictures with this beautiful koala. Share it with the hashtag RARALAND to win beautiful prizes. For example, 2 tickets to Gamescom next year, or 1 year of supplies from Koala Cookies. That's pretty damn amazing.
How do I get this costume, though?
We'll talk about that later, Ricky. It would suit you very, very well. All right, everybody. Thank you. we will present this to you for the rest of the day. The next Hit the Koala Challenge here on site at 6 p.m., everybody. You can top these NA boys. I want to see someone with a perfect track record and win a goodie bags and, of course, make photos with the koala. Hashtag RARALAND for the big prizes, as I know. Now, we'll go into the players area to see if there's some people that we might be familiar with, and maybe they can tell us a little bit about their open bracket so far while we are getting ready for the big match on stage. I don't know if I'm supposed to walk or not. Okay, I have to walk backwards now, so I have no idea what's happening. I hope someone is clearing the way for me. I can turn around. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. But we changed our everybody back into me. And now we'll see who we got and what we got. We've got to figure out the way a little bit. So, player area, as you can see, not too many people here playing. They're probably all eliminated already. I know that Flutschfinger, for example, was there. But hey, we got some players here. Come on, guys. We are on stream right now. Who are you?
I'm Käfer. I'm from Bambinis.
Käfer, the legendary Käfer who got beaten by Flutschfinger one day.
Twice.
Damn.
Hopefully today it changed.
How was the open bracket for you?
Perfect. 2-1. So looking forward for the next games.
Nice. I see you're representing a certain team.
Yes, from Bambinis, Rocket Beans. We are here. Like mostly all these chairs are from our team.
And the camaraderie is strong? And the camaraderie is strong?
Yes.
Wonderful,
Good team
guys.
spirit here.
Wonderful. Nice to hear that. Thank you, mate. Alrighty. We got more people here, of course. There's some eating going on. There's high-focus gaming going on. More Rocket Beans, I think. Some bros in the building as well. Alrighty. And do I walk all the way? I think I walk all the way. We have some VIP people who we might be familiar with. So let's check it out. That's the entire venue, guys. 100 players in multiple tournaments. Not only one-on-one, but also, of course, 2-on-2. Fun games are being played here as well. And I guess we might introduce you to this fine guy. Who are you, sir?
I'm Mr. Razor.
Razor from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Are you Razor Moon?
No. That's
Are you Razor Man?
No, gladly not.
Like similar glasses, though.
Yeah. And maybe I got an own company as well.
We're working on it. So how was the open bracket for you?
Disappointment. I lost all my games, so.
Ooh, that's
Could be
bad.
better.
Is it the conditions?
No. Conditions are fine for me. A little bit for him because the BNet server went down earlier today. And we had some login issues, but all of that seems solved, so that's fine.
But you still enjoy it here?
Yeah, of course.
Good, sounds good. You said this fine guy. You got to turn around a little bit. We got to introduce you. Who are you, sir?
I'm Tidalius.
Tidalius. Are you the same Tidalius that almost rocked the open qualifier for this tournament?
Almost, yes. Yes,
So-
correct. That's me.
How was it going today?
So far, so good. I've won both matches, but I still have to play the third round. And I think that's against Leon, which is a lot rougher than I think I've seen before.
Are you going to Blade Master and Headhunter him?
I mean, if I say yes, then I spoil it. So I hope he's not watching, but yes, I am.
All right, guys. The Netherlands represented. That's fine. And, oh, careful. We got some VIP rooms here as well for the ticket holders. What do we got here? Do we know anybody? Hey, guys. We're live on stream. Oh, in a bit, live on stream. Not only do we have an open player field, we also have some booths here. Oh, he's playing right now. Okay, German player Boca, trying to qualify. There we go. Got long hair now, all the way from Hamburg. So highly focused on the tournament. It's very important for everyone, of course. And we are, I guess, moving to the couch because you saw me now. You saw the Demo Man. You saw Jan Ulrich. You saw Dennis as a host once again. But there's some other people that you might be familiar with that will tell you everything about this tournament, everything, so many people here, everything about the World Series, of course, the Being Esports World Series, because, of course, you know us from stream, but the people behind the scenes from a company called Being Esports, and without them, nothing would be possible. But for many people, of course, the games are most important. For some other people, this area is also very important. The base deck providing us with snacks, drinks. Someone does a handstand for some reason that was green. But all right. Oh, there we go. You might know this guy.
Hello, guys.
Hello, guys. A little gymnastics, a little yoga. Okay, we're good. Would you please tell the people who you are?
I am FMA, aka ENA 1337, and this is Back to Warcraft.
Legend, absolute legend of the community right here on screen. Thank you, Ena. Nice to see you. So that's the rundown. That's the building where we're here for 3 days in the city center, Dortmund. Everybody seems to have a good time so far. I hope you guys on stream are having a good time as well. So now you know the venue, you know the people, and my colleagues are finally going to introduce you to the tournament, the system, the players, and everything else you need to know about the Being Esports World Series. Off to the boys.
Yo, citizens of RARALAND, we are back to Warcraft. My name is Jan Ulrich, and we got the Todster and Mr. Remo Demo at my side. And we are going to bring you the finest in the final rounds of the open qualifying bracket. So yeah, this is RARALAND 2023. We are here live in person for the second time in a row and playing for $10,000. This is going to be freaking exciting. There's 8 players already qualified via like online qualifiers beforehand, and then there is 8 more players that are going to be decided today that are competing with those 8 that qualified beforehand. And for our first game, I'm pretty sure we are going to have somewhat of a ESL Meisterschaft Classic, Scars versus Trunks.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about it? You played with them a lot in Meisterschaft, I guess. So what do you think about it, Todd?
Yeah, they're both pretty strong. I think Night Elf is a tricky matchup of Scars, at least he was in the past, but he's been putting in some work. I think he beat Kevin in their last match as well in Meisterschaft, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
So it should be a pretty good one to open things up with. And I hope we get some humans through this open bracket. There is none of them qualified right now. I know like it's all due to this man next to me, Remo.
No, I've been helping you guys, so...
have you, though?
You are welcome. You are welcome.
I've heard that before. I've heard that this is going to be the patch of human.
We are trying our best. You know, Mana Burn I saw on the horizon, but it's apparently that's something that's not going to be happening. Talking specifically of Trunks and Kevin, though, Scars, excuse me, they had a pretty good run last year, right? They managed to almost get into the top 8, 11th and 10th for the 2 represented respectively, and one could argue a bit of bad luck with the bracket, right? Like 2 high-caliber players here having to face off against each other, but that is the nature of a tournament this size, of elimination mode.
Wasn't Scars 1 map away or something from making it? Something like that.
Leon was 1 map away.
Leon was 1 map away in every tournament in a row, this poor guy.
He is the guy who's the most glad that we don't have round robin this time. It's going to be, single elimination for parts of it, for the open bracket stage that we are about to conclude here very soon, and then it's going to be a double elim following after. Yeah. So yeah, I think Scars maybe a little bit underseeded according to what we know or like expected from him in the past, but I think ever since the last RARALAND, he has not been taking the game like too seriously, so he kind of fell off, I feel like, in the results, but we all know that he's like very much capable of, you know, performing at the level that we expect him to. But, you know, I think that's why Trunks and Scars meet in the single elimination round, and one of them gets eliminated from the open qualifier. I feel like Scars also a player who gets really carried or not carried, depending on what the state is like, by his motivation. If he's feeling the game, if he's practicing a lot, he sometimes even finds pockets to innovate. He's been doing like Blade Master mirror image stuff, and when he plays a lot, he improves a lot. But when he falls off the wagon, we also see his performance dipping quickly. In ESL Meisterschaft, it was up and down. Like, we had him in the top 4 at times, we had him down in the top 8 at times, top 10 only. So Scars has always been a very exciting player for me to watch. Also one of the young guard, one of our youngest players here. He's like 21 or something, He right? might be the youngest player here, actually, among all of them. You wouldn't be able to tell it perhaps necessarily from his height, because he is a giant. Yeah, but he's one of the newer guys in. He was coming with a wave of Farsi hunters, but he's sticking around and still playing to this day. And I wonder what his current shape is looking like. Trunks, big question mark also for him. He is the guy who loves playing Demoner. He's the guy who loves playing Talents, something that's normally very playable in this matchup.
Trunks is the European colorful.
I can see that. I can see that, yeah. Okay, I think one more thing that I think Giannis talked about a lot about this, but there's a lot of people we have to thank for this event being possible. So I think, I don't know, we see it on stream right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have as sponsors No, wasn't forced. I think the casters are starting to get ready.
Oh, I see.
Our first game is about to be kicking off soon. And of course, we're excited here for the Warcraft action to be starting. Today is day 1. Yesterday we had day 0 already. A lot of people came in already. A lot more still today that we got to meet. And yeah, the energy is starting to buzzle. And we're starting to get into the thick of things.
And we have Neo, who just led you guys through the venue, standing right next to Qbert, a fine addition to the casting roster for this tournament. And I think these guys are about to get ready. And yeah, see you after the game.
Hello, welcome one and all citizens of RARALAND 2023. This is Qbert here, and this is my friend
Neo looks different.
Neo looks a little bit different here. Here we have the first VIP co-guest caster of the day, Flutschwanger. He will be here with me. And we're both very excited here to cast our first series of Scars and Trunks.
Yeah, tonight is a little bit of a Make-A-Wish Foundation. So you'll be carried by a few co-casters over the night.
Yeah,
and you'll help us out.
I'm definitely very excited. Pretty honored to have 5 of you guys come on with me, actually. Absolutely. So Scars and Trunks, kind of an unexpected series to start off with, I think, actually.
It is.
But definitely an exciting one to kick off proceedings.
Yeah, I felt sorry for Scars last year because he had a rough group. I mean, there was Soen in, there was Sok in. I think he won 2-0 against Armin, which was to be expected. He got a map of Starbuck, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But overall, it was really tough for him to achieve anything in this group, and not because he played bad, but just because the roster was just so hard to play with. So I really hope that we see a good opening for Scars. I think this helps with the motivation and the drive for such a tournament in the end.
Absolutely. And guys, we've actually just got word the game is going to begin any moment now. We'll see you in there.
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody. First game of the tournament. We have the open bracket decider here between Trunks and Scars. 2 players that I imagine have probably played quite a bunch against one another. Scars here, in my opinion, is actually really good against Night Elf. Despite as much as people say that Night Elf has always been tricky for Orc.
And if you ask him, if you hang out with him in Discord, he will tell you length and length why he hates the matchup, but he's still pretty good at it.
Yeah. No, he is. He actually has a really sick win rate against Night Elf in particular. He's known for a lot of different styles. In particular, Farseer Naga style with Raiders, which I really appreciate. But we're actually going to see here the Blade Master opener here with double barracks. And that kind of suggests to me that Scars is going to go for a pretty heavy creeping opener here, most likely with Mirror Image, which has been quite popular recently. And Scars himself pretty much is kind of addicted to this skill, to be honest. He absolutely loves Mirror Image.
He adapted it super early in the meta, one of the first, I guess.
Yeah. He pretty much incorporated it straight away, I think, after the last patch that we received. And Trunks, in the meantime, he's known for playing the Demon Hunter. Pretty much his standard choice. And here we go on Northern Isles here, commencing with the Tuskar Orange camp here with Ancient of War. Pretty easy camp nowadays to take, I would say, with Demon Hunter and Immolation. The only trouble is the Immolation, of course, pretty mana and Moonwell intensive. So hopefully Trunks goes for a 3rd Moonwell before tech. We'll see. And Scars did indeed, in the end, pick that Mirror Image. So we should see some creeping commencing from him momentarily. And there it is. Good old Mirror Image. Almost looks like a meme to see Mirror Image in 2023, right?
It feels so weird, but it's so strong. I mean, if we look at the meta a few months back, before the last patch, we saw so many Ancient of Winds plays, the talents were supreme. And all of a sudden, this simple spell changes the whole meta in the gameplay. So we expect to see lores by Trunks in the end, into Bears probably with, and it's a second thing, right? It's not only Mirror Image, it is Thorn's Aura that will probably also come into play in such matchups nowadays, which is completely weird to see 2 spells in there. There were memes all the way. Yeah.
No, it's totally. It's amazing how much Warcraft has changed over the years. You know, some of the patches we've received have indeed started some sort of meta developments, and the Thorn's Aura, as you mentioned as well, also recently buffed. We might also see Naga out of Trunks though, so we'll wait and see until tier 2 there of what hero is going to pick. Scars here, starting off with not the best items. We've got Ring of Superiority. We'll see what the second item is when he picks that up. Perhaps he's actually just going to neglect that right now. Sorry, he had the replenishment potion from the big Murloc camp. And Trunks, in the meantime, Sentry Ward's quite useful against Blade, it has to be said.
Yeah. Would you expect a level 3 aggression from Scar's end, or would you say that Trunks will be on the offensive side earlier than him?
Well, judging by the tech timings here a little bit, Scars is quite a bit ahead, so I feel like he has a window to make something happen and then try to creep the Shadow Hunter behind.
Certainly.
If that is the hero that we're going to see. And Trunks, you know, his tech is pretty late. But the good thing, of course, is that you can buy Naga from the tavern and it's instantly available. So that sort of equalizes the difference there.
It feels that the very first second the Naga comes out is in the middle of the map. She feels weak when the Blade Master is actually scouting that and is looking for her in the very beginning, but she scales so well in the first few minutes.
Yeah, Naga honestly is quite a staple pick for quite a few matchups these days. Yeah. Actually, I'm a bit surprised here to see Scars buy the Boots of Speed. That is definitely an interesting choice. Quite an expensive investment at this stage of the game. Yeah. Hopefully Scars can make something work with those boots, because it's going to be a little bit tough against this Demon Hunter level 3 who has level 2 Immolation, which is rather powerful indeed. But the greater healing pot for the Blade is going to be amazing for any mid-game skirmishes.
Oh, yeah. Both level 3 at this point. No, like this matchup at the beginning is... Some people would call it slow, but it's very creep intense, right? Both choosing the defensive route to get their level 3 secured, get the middle for the Naga, at least on Trunks' end, and Scars is picking the aggression you mentioned before the Shadowhunter comes out.
Yeah, although Scars, I'm not entirely sure what he hopes to accomplish with the Blade. Perhaps he wants to keep the item creeping going. Yes, here we are. So the Ogre Magi is being taken at this very moment. Obviously, Scar's hoping for a pretty good item there, maybe Claws +8. And there is the, as we see, the Claws +8 on the side of Trunks right now as well. It's pretty strong, and it is indeed the Keeper second. Nice call, Flush Finger.
Wow. Somebody could say I tried to watch some replays of Trunks last second, because I haven't seen him play for so long.
Yeah, a little bit of last-minute preparation coming in handy right there, I think. And yeah, it's double lures for Night Out, which is definitely to be expected with Demon Hunter Oper plus the Keeper. I'm just curious if it will be Mass Dryads or if it will be Tier 3 Bears. I would more likely lean towards Bears for Trunks, I think.
Yeah, but he needs the time. I watched a few plays from him, and he usually goes then, as we discussed before this game, for 2 Dryads and then into Bears. For that, you need some kind of a buffer zone to get to Tier 3, to get the Bears running, and I'm not sure if Scars is that patient with him. As we can see, he tries to cancel the first lore, which would delay his Bears even further. And I'm not sure if we would see that many Bears if Scars is actually putting him under more pressure.
Yeah, Scars with exceptional timing here, getting that first lore cancellation. There is the mirror image to dispel the entangle. Such a great counter to that spell as well. It's not only just strong for creeping and also dealing a little bit of chip damage as well, but getting out of those sticky situations against the Keeper entangle is also pretty amazing.
Would you say a push on the burrows would be Trunks' main goal, to just get the base race with the Bears rolling? Or how would you see the late game for Trunks in the perfect world rolling out?
Well, it's a little bit tough for Trunks actually right now, because Scars with that tech lead, he's already got the level 2 Shadowhunter online. Everything feels like it's coming together nicely for Scars. Trunks, in the meantime, his wood isn't looking fantastic. The second lore is incredibly late. So he has to try and delay the creeping of the Shadowhunter, but the entangle goes on the wrong mirror image here. A little bit of an unusual move. I don't feel like the entangle was really needed here, it has to be said. There's another mirror image being popped. The cooldown is so short.
Already, yeah.
The cooldown on mirror image is so short these days as well, so it just comes up right away. And the Keeper kind of struggling a little bit, gets staffed home. Sure, there's plenty of Moon Juice back at base right now. And the Demon Hunter of Trunks is pretty tanky though, and does have Anchor Reincarnation,
but,
so it's pretty safe.
Just check the supply. I mean, if Scars actually puts down more pressure after this creep, this is a hard time for Trunks with 26 supply. Not much going on for him in the base at this point. Lores were delayed. Let's see if he gets a supply running.
This looks kind of grim, doesn't it? We've got the Shadowhunter at 2.9 already. I really like Scar's approach with the Serpent Wars here, just to help speed up the creeping. I think this Age of War didn't quite give level 3, but was quite close.
Close to it, yeah.
Heal Scroll prepared as well. Maybe it's time to pull the Peon boys and just
go in for it. Yeah, why wouldn't he? I mean, we have to be realistic that that Scars is kind of the favorite to such a game, but he plays it rather safe. He's not being cocky with it. There's no super risky plays. He's even going for the Expo, so he's not trying to close the game at this point.
Oh, beautiful surround here with the Serpent Ward we're seeing right now. Trunks being forced to use Staff on the Demon Hunter immediately. The Moonwells are pretty dry, though. That's looking a little bit dicey for Trunks here. Has to pop that heal potion right away. Should buy another one. Orb of Venom going on the Keeper as well here to help with the damage. And I think Scars here is just hitting it pretty much impeccable timing. We don't even have Adept training online for these bears right now, Flushfinger.
Yeah, I think he might be questioning his export choice here.
Yeah, it certainly feels like Scars has a window just to tower and end the game here, but we'll see. He's playing it
One
safe.
Grunt is going down, close to it. Even two of them.
Soon enough, but the Anchor of Reincarnation was triggered there for the Demon Hunter. He's doing a great job tanking in the front lines here. Shadow actually not really getting a kill yet for that level 3. Those crucial level 2 Serpent Wars, of course, would be awesome right now, especially against the Dryads that are out at the moment. And Master Training is still a good 40 seconds away here. It's going to be tough to get that online. In fact,
Scars doesn't even have the feeling that he has to close the game at this point, right? So this is just for him delaying, and then rather fun, I guess, at this point, because he has all the options in his hand, while Trunks is actually playing for his life.
Yeah, exactly. This is the sort of position you never want to find yourself in. Not only is your opponent beating you inside of your own base or forcing you to stay there, but he's also setting up an economic advantage, which Scars is doing magnificently right now. Trunks quite close to level 2 here. The bear, though, is going to go down. Did have the rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter beforehand. Potion being triggered as well. Man, the consumables that Trunks is blowing through right now.
Yeah, insane. But he's up to 30 still. He's getting the grunts, actually, and also the Raider. So he's getting the kills. Not much that Scars is being able to pull out of this fight, but still the time is running for him, at this point at least, until the Expo is up.
Look at the corpses in the base.
Oh yeah. Just imagine.
They're piling up. The corpse pile is building up. That's quite horrific to watch, actually.
Level 4, another grunt falling at this point.
I think Scars correctly identified here. This is just time to get out. I think he did more than enough damage. The Expo, in fact, Orc Expos take a really long time to come up, 150 seconds. Yeah. And it's pretty much nearly done. So that just shows you Scars was in Trunks' base for about 2 minutes there, just pushing him in.
Yeah.
And
he got all of it. I mean, the Moonwells, the Serpent Wards were doing so much DPS on the buildings in the background. I mean, he invested a lot as well, but it was totally worth it. If we compare supply, it's still the same delta than when he started with, and he was investing into an Expo parallel to that.
Yeah.
Plus the macro damage that he put in down there. So that is phenomenal play from Scars to this point.
Yeah, Trunks needs a little bit of a miracle here to get back into this game. Any hope of building a counter expansion, I would say, is kind of off the table.
Oh yeah, certainly.
It feels like Trunks really will have to just go for an all-in, but the trouble is he's been supply blocked for so long, he's been unable to start that production. We need basically 2 bears to start right away.
Get the Wisp with him, drain the mana of the casters and the heroes, try his best. Because he killed quite a few grunts that put down a lot of DPS. There's a lot of mana-heavy units here for Scars, so that might be the only issue or the only chance to maybe get a lucky kill down here. But look at the items. I mean, there's a heal scroll, there's an invul, there's double ring of regen on the Blade Master.
Double ring of regeneration. That is absolutely insane. 4 HP per second as well, on top of the natural regeneration that hero has. It must be like 5 or 6 health a second.
It's such an insane item. Yeah. But look at that. I mean, he's getting down some kills on these peons. And it's like, I mean, the orb of Venom is actually super great to get some time off, to get the kills and the DPS on such units.
Oh, nice heal wave here. It's actually heal wave level 2, by the way, for the Shadow Hunter right now. Demon Hunter staffing the Keeper nicely. Nice, there we go. 4 misses at the end there. That's crazy. 4 misses in a row. I don't think it would have made the difference, but still, I mean...
If you're back that far, you need some luck at some point. I mean, you have to gamble to some point.
I think it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
And Trunks here, I mean, he did some decent damage, it has to be said.
He did. Was it 2 peasants, 2 peons, right? One was healed by the heal wave, I think?
Yeah, one managed to just be healed at the last second there. And it did interrupt the mining time at the very least, even if the peon didn't die.
We got 3 bears up.
Yeah, the army isn't looking too shabby for Trunks, but the trouble is Scars. He's at 58 supply already. Keeper's being focused straight away. Is there something to save? And the staff is actually on cooldown currently for the Demon Hunter, so the Keeper needs to be really careful. And there's no consumables on the side of Trunks anymore, so his Demon Hunter, whatever damage he takes...
And it's such a... there's no choke, it's open space against such an Orc army. Horrible situation for Trunks to be in.
That's the thing with Northern Isles. These bases are so wide open outside of your immediate vicinity of the base. So the Orc can just set up Serpent Wards, get this huge concave. The Walkers at the back do amazing DPS against the Bears. The Kodos, hungry Kodos, are getting in there for the Devourers. I think Oh, second one
missing
didn't
first
quite
one.
go off, actually.
Yeah.
There we go. Both three Kodos have actually been eaten.
The whole army's gone. It's just from the Kodos.
It's being digested
coming
Fushtrigger
in.
right now.
But that should be it, man. That should be it.
Last stand here for Trunks. His supply looks good, but bear in mind there's 12 food in the bellies of those Kodos right now. The Demon Hunter is stuck between a bit of a rock and a hard place right now, being staffed out again. But I think Trunks maybe is running out of gas a little bit here. He needs some health potions to get the Demon Hunter back in the front lines a little bit. The Moonwell's here looking super dry. Got a few kills coming out on the side of Trunks as well. But Scars, he's standing firm. He has the dual economy in the back. Level 2 critical strike unlocked. Keeper just dies to the side.
So if you would be Trunks' coach for GG, for match 2, what kind of tips would you give him? GG.
Nice game there from Scars.
That was great.
Well, guys, I have to say, it was a pretty solid opener indeed. Trunks, I'm not entirely sure what I wanted to accomplish exactly here. The tech difference was so big. The keeper felt really unimpactful in the mid-game.
Yeah. I think he might have expected a more aggressive approach from Scars, because Scars really took his time for level 3 even. He went all the way back for the item, even though he went for grunt proxy creeping, and he still went all the way, went to the gold mine. So I think maybe Trunks expected a more aggressive approach from him, so that's why he delayed his tech maybe a little bit here and there, but...
Yeah, it feels like if there was a lot more skirmishing, then the keeper would have had some use potentially. But because Scars wanted to just play super passive, I think Trunks maybe needed to look towards creeping a Panda up potentially. A different hero that at least has some immediate power on level 1 and level 3, just to help carry that game, because in the end, a level 1 keeper isn't going to do much with Entangle, especially against Mirror Image and the Spirit Walker Dispel as well.
We saw all the Entangles going into nothingness. It always felt that Trunks is punching, but Scars was dodging every single one of them. It was really good. This was a great opening for him into the tournament. See?
Yep. Love the strategy. I'm kind of curious to see what we'll see in game 2, to be honest. There needs to be some adaptation from the offside for sure.
Well, I mean, maybe Demon Hunter. I would expect it, at least that he tries it. He's with his back against the wall. Demon Hunter is kind of the meta. It's easier to control in such environments to some degree. I mean, I get Northern Isles and Keeper.
Yeah.
But if we see a different map, maybe a shorter one, a smaller one, I don't know what map 2 actually is, but I would expect Demon Hunter certainly.
Yeah, we'll find out when the next game commences what the map will be.
Who's your partner for map number 2?
Actually, it is time to bring on our second partner, I think, just so we can get prepared here before the next map begins. I'm sure the players are itching to get ready. All right, perfect. Guys, game 2, we're heading in. Scars here, 1-0 ahead. Let's go.
Oh, there he's coming. There's a lag from Trunks, and I say thank you, guys. Take care. Have a nice evening. See each other. Thanks, Jackie. And I'll hand over.
So, here we are, guys. Game 2, and I will be joined by another new caster, Death Knight.
Thank you.
How are you doing, mate?
A bit drunk.
Well, you'll enjoy this series here between Trunks and Scars. Have you seen these two players play a lot together?
Not quite. One of the first times I see, but a lot of times I would see in Elf Discord like some games Orc versus Elf, Elf versus Undead, and so on.
What did you think of game 1 from Scars' side?
I couldn't see the game quite well where I was watching. It was like potato quality.
I see. Well, Scars managed to hit a really nice timing, set up an expansion behind against Trunks. And Trunks went for a keeper second, which felt kind of slow into the style that Scars was playing with a quicker tech. And in the end, it just felt like Scars could overrun Trunks with his army. And we're going to see, I imagine, pretty much the exact same opener here. We have a double barrow opener from Scars, the Blade and the Grunt, once again. A little bit of chip damage there on that Wisp is always nice. Costs a little bit of lumber, though, for the Orc. And Trunks, with his favorite, the Demon Hunter, coming out once again, starting with, what is it, a standard creep on Tide Hunters.
And did you try to explain to people why they pick Keeper of the Grove, or no?
If they want to expand.
Yeah. But that's also beneficial for the Thorn Sora versus Blade Master.
Yeah.
The later a game goes, the better with the Keeper it is.
Yeah, I've had some games with level 3 Thorn Zora myself, and it's unbelievably powerful against the Blade Master. It gets pretty ridiculous, actually. as the game goes on. But the trouble is getting that expansion up with Demon Hunter isn't quite as easy compared to a Keeper first, though. And yeah, Immolation does help tremendously, though, in the early game creeping for Trunks. Maybe Tide Hunters is the map to try an early expansion creep on. It's such an easy camp to get the expo down.
But great early game items for both players. Gloves, and Trunks probably would prefer maybe get a ring instead of like second gloves.
Yeah, gloves is one of those items that's really good when you've got a lot of DPS already, you know, like other claws and maybe circlet in the past. But getting to, it doesn't feel super impactful in the early game, it has to be said.
Not that amazing.
The Blade Master here for Scars, hitting level 2 as he should. Critical Strike, almost certainly the second skill being picked. And Ring of Protection here, decent for trading Agility Hero against Agility Hero, but I think not the best items in the world to kick things off.
You may get lucky to buy something good from the shop, maybe if it sells the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, Tide Hunters, of course, is a map with both the Goblin Merchant and the Marketplace. So there's definitely plenty of opportunities here to buy new items. Circlets from the Goblin Merchant, for example. From the Marketplace, you can get all kinds of different items.
And also really good that we have the Merchant. You can, if someone creeps some other camp, you can see the drop right away in the shop.
Yeah.
So you know what he crept.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mantle of Intelligence here for Scars from the third camp. Both players progressing towards level 3 once again. Another passive early game between the two players. The tech differences, though, a little bit closer compared to last game. Hopefully that helps Trunks manage, you know, to enable him to get sort of a better timing with the second hero, because last game, the experience difference between the Keeper and the Shadow Hunter was just huge.
Yeah, but the Shadow Hunter can creep way faster because of the Serpent Wards.
Yeah. Yeah, the Serpent Wards now, ever since they were changed, are obviously a lot stronger.
Yes.
Both for creeping and, of course, for pushing your opponent as well. They're just, they're crazy good when you can get the setup right.
Especially if you feel the boost from level 2. Especially damage, it's like one word is almost same as one water elemental standing still.
Well, the thing is the cooldown is so short, right? So you can just start stacking up the snake pit, as we love to call it, and it just becomes overwhelming over time.
Yeah, it's like you can stack up like at 6 or 7 snakes if you're possible. But try to enter that is a lot of times suicide.
Yeah. Oh, Trunks, I don't know if this camp is going to be the right choice here. It might be. This is very unexpected, to be honest. Oh, if Scars doesn't find this, this is a pretty huge play here from Trunks. He's going to get a lot of experience. He does have full inventory, though, so he has to drop something for the new item that he's picking up.
Gloves of Haste.
A reasonable choice, I would say. Circle of Nobility for the Demon Hunters, of course, amazing.
Not so amazing compared to other items you could got in there.
What would you have preferred to see personally, definitely?
Probably like Claws +8, maybe Ring of Protection to be better, +5. Like maybe a Pendant of Health. It's like Circlet, I would say, is kind of one of the worst drops you could get, besides Crystal Ball. And maybe Amulet of Evasion could be good because it's like 5% extra. It doesn't stack, but it's like overwhelms the passive.
Yes, and it's 15% base if you choose to not go with evasion, obviously, but we do have that level 1 evasion for Trunks. No mana burn, actually. So the Demon Hunter is going to be tanky, doing a lot of damage, but the trouble is controlling the Shadow Hunter is really important in these engagements.
Looks like Scars will be really aggressive this time. Try to catch the Keepers creeping or to kill the Archers. And it looks like he wants to hunt down the Archers based on the boots on the Blade Master. It's easier to catch the units.
Oh, the Keeper is in a lot of danger here, though. We have Hex coming out first from the Shadow Hunter. Crit coming from the Illusion, actually doing a lot of damage. The Keeper here just being caught completely out of position. The Demon Hunter wasn't here to help his hoofed friend, and he goes down right away. And the Archers, I think, are just going to get massacred here, to be honest.
I think this could be even a game, because this is a really big damage. You may get cancel one of the lures as well.
This is absolutely huge right now for Scars. His timings are so good against Elf. He knows what he's doing this matchup. The lore wasn't even cancelled. All the resources are down the drain for Trunks
if you
right now.
notice Scars natural, he's also expanding at the same time while he's doing this. So this is a really strong push, and having expansion in the back is even better.
Yeah, we're seeing shades of last game right now. Oh, Blade having to trigger the info potion right now. Oh, don't tell me the Keeper is going to be dead again. We don't have Hex on the side of Scars right now. He is able to Keep chasing the keeper though. The Blade Master is healing up right now while being under the effects of the invulnerability potion. If you didn't know you could do that, it's huge for the Blade, getting that free healing while being invulnerable. And as you said, we have the counter expansion coming up anyway for Scars. Trunks, he does have an expo coming as well, but it's still a long ways off of being ready. Oh, being forced into buying an info potion to use it straight away is a big feels bad, man, isn't it?
Yeah, but I would say maybe it's better to lose the keeper because it's like cheaper than Invul and it's get back pretty quick.
Oh, the Demon Hunter fighting himself a little bit of trouble here, but Scar's not able to keep the surround closed with that first ensnare.
And how much the mana has the Shadow Hunter, I wonder, for the Hex? It should be pretty close now.
Yeah, maybe a Wisp detonation would be required here. We do see the detonate go down, but the Keeper is... Oh, there we go. The Grunt manages to get the last hit. The Blade is in a little bit of danger, potentially. The Archers are coming for the block. Oh, the Archers didn't manage to keep the Blade Master inside the base. That would have been a huge play for Trunks. Scars, though, throwing a few units away, but I think he feels comfortable with this, knowing that he's got the second base.
Yeah, he's building already the second burrow there, and she should be getting reinforced defenses. It would make it a bit easier to hold versus piercing damage.
Yeah. Oh, Blade Master starting with the miss there. A few misses coming out, actually. Heal Scroll being popped. Pretty expensive for Scars right now. There's the last set of illusions as well. Scars, he just needs to get out of dodge.
And by the way, if no one knew, the illusions actually give XP. So it's actually quite good for the Demon Hunter getting close to level 5.
It's good that you point that out, actually, because we see for Trunks, he has a 4.6 Demon Hunter already. That's actually pretty intimidating.
Yeah, but the problem is that Keeper needs that level 2 aura.
It's true, but I think Trunks should be able to get it with a few creep camps here. And Scars, I mean, unlike last game, he didn't manage to get level 3 Shadow Hunter early this time. He went for such aggressive plays to keep the Keeper down, and obviously getting 2 kills. But at the end of the day, the Shadow Hunter needs levels in order to function.
Yes.
Whereas the Keeper just needs level 2, and he's kind of good.
Yeah, but also the thing is, he has the expansion in the back, so he starts to pump more food faster and faster. It may actually upset.
Dryad going down to the creeps. Also, Trunk being forced into using the health potion there against the Rock Golem, who decided to throw one of his cheeky boulders right into his face. And here comes Scars with 4 Raiders at his disposal. Ooh. Beautiful staff dodge, though, coming out of Trunks right now. But a few units, I think, are going to go down, unfortunately, to the Raider ensnares. Thornzora feels like has to work overtime right now in order to take care of the damage coming out from these Blade Masters. The trouble for Scars in this particular situation, he doesn't have any healing whatsoever. There's no sustain in this army. We don't have Spirit Walkers like last game. We don't have Heal Wave like last game, and thus the Orc is entirely reliant on using consumables to keep his army alive, which isn't really the easiest, it has to be said.
Yeah, but I think it's all for him to buy time, because you can see he's already building a Torrent Totem, so he's going to Walkers eventually. So it's like maybe like a giant push to try to more time, but by the way, Trunks as well has the expansion, so it's very nice. For Trunks, it's like a saving grace at this point.
I'm not sure how I feel about this particular push from Scars right now. That was, you know...
Overcommitment.
It was a little bit of an overcommitment. We saw a lot of damage coming out on the Raiders. The Demon Hunter didn't die in the end, actually hitting level 5, and now we have level 3 Immolation unlocked. That is massive AoE effect damage.
Yes. But the problem is the Demon Hunter needs to have mana, and the Moonwells are already dry.
Yeah, and of course, the Elf is only tier 2, so we have no rejuvenation. The Elf is also kind of lacking that recovery, just as much as the Orc is. Of course, Voodoo Lounge is huge for Orc in order to keep themselves going, but they don't have that immediate fight presence with the Heal Wave, with the potions, you know. The Moonwells here for Trunks will be kind of crucial going forward. Info Potion being bought now for the Demon Hunter, who is level 5, of course.
It's a really nice shot control by Trunks, always stealing the Info Potion. And what we can see is like Scars is getting the expansion more fortified with the towers, reinforced defenses, and armor upgrades for the units.
The Murgo Marauder here, the level 6 creep, drops pretty nice items like Book of the Dead and Wand of the Wind, and it feels like both players have to fight over this camp.
Yes.
But it's going to be tricky for Scars, actually. His army was looking kind of bruised before the engagement. We have so many Dryads available for Trunks, which is great because the Dispel, or we should research Dispel, is coming momentarily. We'll get rid of those illusions, feed more experience. And, you know, if we see a level 6 Demon Hunter in our first series here, that would be pretty epic.
Yeah, it's a good thing by Trunks he got healing word, so he can heal easily for free. It's a pretty good value item.
Yeah. Serpent wards in the background here going absolutely nuts on those Dryads. I love the attention from Scars here to keep the Dryads ensnared, focus fire them down with the wards at all times to make sure that they die. A beautiful surround at the same time here on the Keeper, but he does have a teleport and a staff, chooses to use the teleport, which I think is a reasonable decision here.
I think it's like a big win for Trunks, mostly because he got level 3 Keeper. So it means, oh, he actually got level 2 Entangle, not Aura. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that decision, honestly. That feels like the 30% melee damage return would have been huge, whereas the Entangle gets dispelled regardless of what level it is. So continuing to level it doesn't feel very impactful in most fights.
Yes, but also the effects like Keeper has no mana, it's always have effect. And Keeper is out of mana, it's like Entangles can no play then. Maybe he's banking to get level 4 Keeper from this camp.
Well, if he wants level 4 Keeper, I mean, creeping with both heroes is obviously going to kind of delay that a lot, but at the same time, Trunks needs the Demon Hunter in order to creep any camps.
Yeah.
And Scars, he's sort of changing it up now. We've got tier 3 coming at the back, 50 supply.
Oh,
now we're going to 52, but I assumed that Scars would... Oh, here we go. The Sapper's coming in. The two Moonwells are pretty close together.
Yeah.
This could be huge if both go down right now. TP coming in, but this... Oh, the Sapper connected on both Moonwells. And in the meantime, the Hunter Saw was also a little bit of danger. Oh, Trunks' army feels really small right now. We've only got 4 Dryads, I think, actually. There we go, 5. And a few more coming out as well, but now Trunks is crucially supply blocked at kind of the worst moment here. It feels like he needs to get something done, being tier 2 for so long. And I wonder if he's even aware if the Orc is going to tier 3 right now.
I don't think so, but he maybe has like an idea behind his head, because he sees Orc has like pretty stable game now, so why should not go tier 3? There's a lot of benefits, Orc, third hero, Venom Spears, more upgrades. There's only benefits for the Orc there. Especially with the expansion, he can afford more easily.
Yeah, Orc tier 3, it's one of those situations that we don't see arise that often. It's really, really powerful when you can get it online. But the trouble is, Orc is usually forced into staying tier 2 quite a lot, especially against Elf. But if it comes online, I think we might see some Burning Oil Demolishers, which is going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming.
Trunks trying to do a little bit of damage to the expansion. You're getting 2 Peons for his troubles, but losing a Dryad in the process. I think he can be quite happy with that. He has tons of gold available.
I would say it's a bad trade, especially when we see like Scars already has 60 food and Trunks is below 50. And looks like Scars is looking for a fight now. And we see from the army from Trunks, there's no army.
Man. This is definitely not where you want to find yourself right now, is the Night of running into the Orc blindly, and those Raiders obviously going to punish immediately. I like the Hex immediately on the Demon Hunter as well. Keeper stepping forward for a little bit there. The Entangle comes out, probably not going to do too much. The immediate Dispel there from Scars, very nice. A few Wind Riders as well. We have so much piercing damage and siege damage against these Dryads who take extra damage from both. Nice Wisp usage by Trunks though to get rid of a little bit of the Spirit Link, some mana, and of course crucially the illusions. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough to keep his defense alive here. Trunks with so many resources at his disposal, nearly 2,000 gold, but not able to spend it, trying to go for that tier 3 tech in the end. I'm not sure it's going to work out for him. TP into the base as well. The Keeper, 168 crit, goes down against the level 5 Blade Master now. Oh, this might be it's level 3 illusions. We have 4 illusions going right now. The Demon Hunter just dies at the back as well.
That's sad.
GG from Scars against his countryman there, Trunks.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I hope it will be possible for Trunks to carry the goal back to some other game.
I think every game that you play like that, where you kind of go down with a lot of resources at your disposal, you wish that you could carry it forward into a new game. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. And Trunks maybe has to go back to the drawing board a little bit against Scars there, who played really, really solidly throughout, it has to be said. And Scars makes it through the open bracket, which we would have expected initially. A little bit unfortunate for Trunks to go down against him, but there we are. Scars getting out, obviously, as one of his teammates. I'm very happy for him as well, and looking forward to seeing what he can do in the next group. And we'll now be joining the analysts on the couch. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Hubert, Death Knight, and Flucci for bringing us Scars vs. Trunks as our first series here at RARALAND 2023, the Being Esports World Series. So that was a pretty interesting showing here by both these players. I think both of them basically played the same strategy, both maps, except for, like, you know, Scars going for a little bit of a later totem in the second game. But other than that, I think, like we talked about it, like during the game, like during the first game started, it's like these strategies seem to be like, I don't know, it seems like going for the keeper second and then even going for level 2 entangle gets immediately countered by what's on the table already, like all the time, being Scars' tried and true illusion strategies. So what do you think? Was Trunks just a little bit too stuck in his ways here?
I mean, both players are doing what they think is going to counter what the opponent is doing. And that's why sometimes it might seem like a hero is a little bit nullified and all that. But they have their own style. You know, Trunks loves the Demon Hunter and he loves to go into the double lores, bears and all that. And on the other hand, Scars is like the biggest mirror image lover out there. He almost, I don't know if pioneer is the right word, but he's one of the guys that like love to use it a lot, even use it against human when you play against Leon in Meisterschaft. He's very good at that style. Honestly, I was worried for Scars because Trunks is very good against that because that's the main meta in FFA and he's an excellent FFA player. But we were talking earlier about how the state of mind is important that you come into the tournament here with. Phantom Aces, they have a whole room over there where there are like 8 people, 8 players, plus like a manager and stuff, and like it's almost like a mini bootcamp, like a family meeting, like a family vacation where they're playing games and they're crushing. Yeah. And I think that might play a big role in a lot of them performing very well in this tournament.
Yeah, also when I was touring the venue now, making the rounds, it seems like one of the most cozy places in the whole venue. They're all sitting together, they're all game planning, they're all mind gaming, you know, and yeah.
They have a
really
fireplace and they have a TV station and everything.
Yeah, and they're sharing experiences, they're bonding, you know, it's exactly what you're hoping for.
It's the best sell on the block. They've got all the good deals there.
By the way, at 6 o'clock, we have another Hit the Koala challenge. I was just informed. So you guys stay tuned. At 6 o'clock, there's going to be another shot for anyone in the venue to win these Koala goodie bags. Shout out to Kuchenmeister. I must say, shout out to Kuchenmeister.
Should people practice just in case?
You should go practice. I think Remo and we can't anymore.
Yeah, we had our shot.
We had our showing, we lost, so you know.
Yeah. And I messed it up. I take full responsibility. I didn't have the throw meta in. It's underhand, guys. It's underhand. I will never forget this for the rest of my life. Kuchenmeister, next year, I hope I'm going to be eligible again for the competition. I know this year I blew it, but we're very grateful for Kuchenmeister and other sponsors to support this tournament. Hopefully, next year we're going to be back even stronger, and I can get my revenge on BWS and SNS. They're living high right now.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this.
That might be the only game that NA could be Europe at, by the way. Just
when it comes to eating, yeah, that makes sense.
Their only W this weekend. Well, we still got Hitman in the tournament, so, you know, maybe
if he makes it here.
If you,
I have an update, by the way, about Hitman. So a big reason why BDO came here in the first place is, you know, Dust Gaming. You know, they have a history and they're in the same team, essentially. And oftentimes Hitman needs a bit of help to get organized and to be able to show up to tournaments, because Hitman is an amazing player. I'm a big fan of his, honestly, but organizational skills, not his best. We've seen that plenty of times before when he was, for example, sleeping in on a DreamHack tournament. But yeah, Vito was trying to help out, and I was talking to him earlier, and he said, well, last message I got from Hitman was, damn dude, my phone is at 1%, I'm stuck at the train station. Vito responds, which train station? Phone's dead.
So we don't know if it's Frankfurt or if it's like still in the US. Like, where is he from?
Yeah,
from like
I don't know.
Seattle
I don't know where he landed. To be frank,
no, it has to be in Germany somewhere.
Okay,
yeah.
I think he was supposed to be coming in from Frankfurt and then getting here by train. Maybe somebody picks him up by car or something. I don't know.
He should be able to charge his phone somewhere. But Vito brought up a good point. You know, it's like when you're going to a tournament, you should.
He has the US outlets.
He
No way,
cannot
but-
charge his phone. That's true.
Wait, doesn't that work?
No, that doesn't
No, you
work.
can't. Like,
They have like the triple pole outlets.
Well, we pray for Hitman.
Yeah.
We pray for a safe return of the Hitman.
Hashtag pray for Hitman in chat.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, there's still time.
He'll make it.
There's still time. Hitman only has to play tomorrow, so we're hoping for the best.
That's right. Do you know who's still left in the open qualifier bracket? Because I think we might have one more game of those, right?
We are trying to figure out if we can perhaps join those. They were all in progress already.
I see.
So the hope was that they're all going to be finishing around the same time, and then we're going to be done with the first round of the open bracket, and then we can get to the 16 top players from the open bracket to get to our top 8. And did I hear that right? The bracket is over?
No open bracket games so far. We have been informed by production, so they must be over. So maybe Duro is working his magic now and seeding all the remaining 16 players into 4 groups. So for the next stage of the tournament, we have 4 groups with 4 players each, double elimination, just like the the GSL or TED Cup more recently, like this type style tournament. And one player makes it through in winners, and the other player makes it through in losers, so that we bog it down to 8 players that qualify for the main event that starts tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to have the same format as well. So it's going to be 4 groups, 4 people, and 2 advance to the final stage of the tournament, where it's going to be 2 semifinals and 1 final, grand final in single elimination.
do you guys have a dark horse in the tournament that you think could do more damage and people are not seeing coming?
I think X-Lord, honestly, like off of all the...
X-Lord is a dark horse?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I think I have him like making top 4, and I think that's a dark horse pick.
Is Starbuck a dark horse pick? I'm going with Starbuck.
Yeah, somewhat.
Ooh, that's a good call.
I'm in on the Starbuck hype train. Starbuck, we saw him recently in the TP League. He got top 3. That was some sick plays.
That was
Like,
such a run, man.
his creative play style in thinking outside the box and playing stuff that nobody else plays. I don't know if you saw the games, but for example, he was facing human MK Fast Expo.